The gap between who you are and who you want to be is bridged by the energy and action you take. I'll read that again. The gap between who you are right now and who you want to be, your future self, there's a bridge between the energy and action you take. So your next level is waiting for you. This video is about how to empower yourself and how to really look at it and see what tweaks you need to make that happen. Your next level is not somewhere external or in your environment or outside of you. It's already inside of you and it's not lacking. I think I saw a video about the law of attraction and the law of assumption, which we've talked about, is rooted in the thinking of you are wanting it. And in that nature, sometimes some people would argue that you're coming from scarcity, even thinking that way. But instead of having that knowing that everything you need is within you. All I need is within me. All I need is within me. And saying that over and over again is huge. You just have to unlock it all. And the biggest things to think about is recognizing the resistance in yourself and what you're resisting change-wise and why are you resisting it is too. Like, what energy blocks are you putting out there that you have of worthiness or fear? Like, those are things that you're blocking and you may not even see the opportunity there because you're blocking it with your fear and your energy and you're sabotaging yourself. That's what the self-sabotage is, or a self-imposter syndrome that people talk about. They're looking for signs that are holding you back. Like, what is holding you back? You know, are you making excuses because you want acceptance and love and you want everyone to clap for you or be okay with the fact that you want to do something different? And sometimes there's that feeling of like, if you spent a ton of money with education and time and you feel like, well, I can't quit this or start something else because I already invested in this area. It's unfortunate to keep going on something you don't want just because of the time you've spent in it. Does that make sense when you really say it out loud? But we all do it. We stay in relationships too long. We stay in jobs too long. We stay in careers too long. We stay in homes too long. We stay in everything too long for the fear that we don't want to throw away all the things that we've worked and built if it's not working for you. Now, it's different if you can tweak and work and update and stay there and be happy. But if you legitimately want to do something different, you really need to understand, why are you resisting the change in your life? Because you're fearful of the things you have to let go of. That's the hardest piece, is understanding to let go. And I love that even in the meditation of Twin Hearts, there's a piece where this says let go. And it's almost like freaky. It's like just floating, right? You have to let go sometimes to jump to the next place. You have to let go before you jump to the next place. So the biggest thing too is understanding your energy audit for growth. You need to scan yourself. What habits, what thoughts, like people, do you feel heavy about it? Are you excited about something? Is this the energy that's pulling you to it, or are you repelling it because you're scared of something? And when you're scared of something, you will technically block yourself from receiving because you're scared. And so you put yourself in this place of defensiveness. How is anything going to come to you? So recognizing that and having an awareness of where your energy is going is really, really important to think about. And how do you do that is to be thoughtful about, where do I have fearfulness and why? And also, if someone were to come hang out with me, I heard this quote, if someone were to come out hang out with me for a week and they saw me do all the things that I do, would they know what my goals were? And would they say like, wow, you're really working toward your goals? Or are you in just talking the talk and not walking the walk? That's what they say, right? A lot of people like to talk a lot, but they don't want to do the things because it's scary to actually take action on their goals. Without any action, you got nothing. Like, you can talk all you want, you're not going to have anything. And it's a really big thing, and understanding the energy that goes into that, and you need to audit yourself for that growth. Third would be aligning your field, energizing your solar plexus. Like, that's where like your emotions sit. Your front ones are your expressive emotions, and the back solar plexus, like that's that gut feeling where all your resentment, all the past emotions sit. You need to clear all that out and kind of get things going, right? And it's like where your power center is, and you need to understand, like, is things bigger than us in this world, whether you believe it or not. I certainly do, and I'm a Christian, but I do believe in spirituality and the oneness with the connection we have with God and spirit, and opening that piece up and allowing that to come into you is really huge in moving forward to the next steps in what you like. We are not moving the things around like we think we are. There's other factors at play, people. And if that's how egotistical we are as humans, to think that we are the only ones able to make things happen, if there's a higher power definitely guiding us, and understanding who that is and understanding it's within you and listening to that quiet voice that talks to you all the time, your soul, it says, you're not doing the right thing, or you need to do this, and not shushing it and not quieting it. What is that voice for you? And I'm kind of going around in circles because I think it's different for each person, but I think it's about uncovering and allowing yourself to uncover what that is for yourself. And sometimes it's about giving yourself that prayer every day, the meditation, the thoughtfulness, the journaling, to kind of let that unfold and figure that out. Some of that's really important to go to your next level. If you don't spend time thinking about it, or brain space, they call it CEO time sometimes, the ahas, the big wow moments will not show up because your brain's so stuffed and cluttered with all the day-to-day action. So it's really important to kind of think about that and separate that for yourself. Action rituals are really important as well, and looking at the daily next level me choices. So Chase Hughes, who I talked about in one of my past videos, I listened to him speak. He's a brilliant man and talks about, it's really just about disciplines and doing the day-to-day things today that your future identity is. That's all you need to do. It's actually really simple, but we make it so hard on ourselves. So that would be an example of that. What is your next level? What is your next person, the next version of you? What are the choices they would be doing every day? And do those now, because then that makes your next version present tense and not future tense. And this even goes with my people that buy homes. If you want to live in a bigger house, go ahead and start making that mortgage payment of that house would cost and putting it in a savings account, or making the difference. And if you do that for a year or 6 months, that's how you know I have enough money to make that mortgage payment every month. Like, you're already in that habit and you'll have all this extra money saved. This is a little side note, a tidbit. So just like if you know you want to be more healthy, like, right, prepare your meals ahead of time. Like, that would be a version of your future self that you're going to do, and not go out to eat. So you're prepared, so you're not eating on the fly or eating junk food or letting yourself get starving and overeating. That would be another example of that. It's really important to embody that vision of who you are before it actually becomes who you are, because it's so weird. There's that line that you don't even know the difference, because you're already doing all the behaviors and doing everything, that it's already happening. So it's real. Like, it's very strange. I don't understand, but I've seen it happen in my life. And evidence, look at the evidence of things happening for you, and when things have shown up for you, and then you'll see, and you're like, oh my gosh, that happened. Very interesting, right? Everyone says, oh, that's interesting. No, it's not. It's a synchronicity of life, luck meaning preparation, right? Just showing up and being ready all the time for the opportunity shows up. That's the key. When you're prepared, you can recognize the opportunity and you'll grab the opportunity. But if you're not prepared, you won't. That's the key. And then the biggest thing is celebrating your micro wins, right? The frequency of gratitude adds everything up together, and understanding that piece is huge. I would love to chat with you about this. If this is interesting to you, or you're wanting to level up your next identity, shoot me a DM and we'll connect. Until next time, stay empowered.